Good day, and welcome back to the channel. So this reading is for Aries. So I hope you guys are doing well. I know y'all was expecting this reading yesterday, but let me tell y'all, when the energy ain't right, the oracle don't read. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, welcome. Go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can receive all of the uploads to this channel. Also, if you're interested in participating in the 30-day Heal Thy Soul transformation with us on Patreon, go ahead and look in the description. The link is down there. We're going to do 30 days of a healing transformation collectively. And so if you're interested in that, it is still open for you guys to enter. We will start Monday. After Monday, we won't be taking any more entries. If you're interested in a personal reading, the link is also in the description below. Once I reach my cap, then I won't be reading anymore for the month. So hope you guys are doing well, and let's see what it is that Spirit has for you. All right. Okay, so Source is saying out the gate, Aries, go ahead and begin to pay attention to those intuitive messages. Like, they're sending you these different messages, and it's like they kind of hit or miss. And so they really want you to pay specific attention to these messages that they're sending you, because these messages are related to your emotions and how you're feeling and how things are going. All right. And so these messages, like the downloads that you're getting, are particularly heavy around the different mood phases. So they really want you to journal the energy, take note of those messages so that you can dissect it later on, because those messages really have the answers to the questions that you are asking them. Okay, so this is also saying that it's time for you to intend to create. They're saying that you've been sitting down too long, and what happens is Aries is not supposed to be sitting. Aries is supposed to be setting their intentions and creating. All right, and so it's time for you to embody this high priest energy and begin to set your attentions and move forward and begin to create what it is that your heart desires you to create. All right, this is a perfect season for that. All right, they want you to kind of move any stagnant energy that's in the way. Okay, so this is also saying that love and allow yourself to be loved. Like you had some hard stops when it comes to love, and so you're a little too you're a bit too choosy. Source is saying. So they're like, look, you gotta let your guard down a little bit and let somebody in. Like, how are you gonna let somebody in if you're always on the defense? So they're saying that just let your guard down a little bit, allow people to love you, allow your friends to help you, allow people that want to come in and show you gratitude and show you companion and show you compassion and charity, to show you those things. Like, you don't have to be so you don't have to be so standoffish. You don't have to be so guarded in this situation. Okay, Spirit's also saying that, like, it's time to get moving. Like, some of y'all are actually moving to a new location, and others of you are moving in a different direction. And so you're moving in this different direction. They don't want you taking a whole bunch of crap with you. So all that stuff that you had, that you're hoarding and holding on to, it's time to release that stuff. It's time to just start moving in that direction that you're needing to go in. And once you begin moving in that direction, you'll start seeing things. You'll start picking up the necessities that you're needing. But don't take a lot of that old energy into this move with you. Don't take a lot of those old memories and those old feelings into this move with you. Like, you're gonna have to separate yourself from all of those things. All right. Oh yeah. So be graceful in your movement and your action. So it's like, you don't have to do everything so fast, but they want you to do it. All right, so just be graceful. Don't just be just be the master in it, right? Like, don't try to do everything so fast, because, like, so they want you to make moves. All right, they want you to make moves, but they don't want you to move so fast that you, like, go too fast and mess it up, because they want you to make the moves with their guidance, not just make the moves because you making the moves. They want you to make the moves with their guidance here. Okay, so based off the messages that you're receiving to them, begin to make the moves and move gracefully, because that's how you're going to be receiving the messages. The messages aren't going to come so rapid, but they're going to come. All right, yeah. And then here we are setting our sights higher here, like thinking bigger, dreaming bigger, seeing things on a bigger level. So Source is like, look, I need you to, like, really think about what it is that you want. All right, think about what it is you want, envision what you want, see what you want, and you got it from there. Like, just think expansive when you're thinking. All right, think big when you're thinking. So instead of saying that, you want a 2-bedroom house, maybe a 3 or a 4, so just being more expansive, being more specific with what you really want. And that's how you're going to be able to manifest those things that you really want. So what else do you have for Aries? The energy feels great today for Aries, by the way. It feels amazing for you guys today, by the way. All right, so that maiden of beauty. It's time to connect with your sensual self. Connect with your sexuality. Look at how you view beauty. Like, it's time to begin to connect with those things. That's maybe why Source is wanting you to let your love in, you know what I'm saying? Because the way you love may just be a bit, I don't want to say harsh, but you just need to have more compassion when it comes to this. And so you having this beauty is like, you got to embody that in all of its forms. Okay, when you come into this, they want you to be whole. All right, they want you to embody wholeness. All right. And so just in taking care of yourself, and just really engulfing yourself in your intuitive wisdom. Like, this is how it's supposed to do. So begin to honor your body, honor yourself, become balanced with nature, become balanced with the world, get in harmony, get in alignment, all right, with your sensuality here, all right? There's some things surrounding failure, like you really you feel like in some ways that you haven't done what you needed to do, and you're having this feeling of failure. All right, so you're gonna have to come up out of this funk, okay? Because you're not failing. All right, this is an illusion of failure, but it's some things that is definitely gonna have to be worked through for you in order for you to see that you are not failing. All right, so it's some things that's gonna have to be accomplished through you for you to believe that you're not failing, okay? And so it's part of like changing your way of thinking, changing the way your mind views failure, changing the way your mind views accomplishments, okay? So this is the number 7 for those of you guys that love to see your numbers and stuff. But yeah, this failure, it's time to release those attachments to those failures, or release the attachment to what could have been. All right, it's time for you to now face what you feel like you failed in. Connecting with those feelings that you feel like you fell in. All right. And so if you feel like you failed in a relationship, well, why do you feel like you failed in that relationship? It's time to, connect with these things and address them so that you don't carry. Remember, we talking about moving in a different direction so that you don't carry all of these energies into this next phase of your life. All right. So if it's love, if you're moving into love, you don't carry these energies associated with these failures into that relationship. If it's business, so that you don't carry these views of failure in business over into that next business relationship. So it's time for you to really align with these failures, connect with these failures, and just, change the way you view the failures. All right. And not allow these failures to consume you, really attacking these failures head on. All right. Source is also saying that, hey, you're coming up out of some cycles here. Number 2. All right. You're coming up out of some cycles. You found yourself in some patterns in your life. All right. And because you found yourself in these patterns, it's a lot of things that you feel like you could have done better. All right. But you're coming up out of that. You're coming up out of these funks. All right. And so these cycles are now, this cycle that you have found yourself a part of is now coming to an end. And so what you want to do, you want to make sure that you stay away from them things that got you in that cycle in the first place. All right. And so you're going to have to do some reflecting. Okay, you're going to have to do some deep reflecting, okay? You're going to have to, it's pretty much going to be you've already in a reflective period, all right? You're already in a reflective season of your life. And so now you're like, now that you're coming about this reflection, it's like this birth that you're having, like you almost like an epiphany, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that, blah blah blah, you know. So things are changing, so release the resistance around that change. All right, you've done your reflection, you've went through whatever storm it was that you was gonna go through, right? You already went through the storm, so now it's time to come up out of that storm and birth whatever it is that you desire to birth. From that period of isolation that you were in. All right, Source is also saying that, hey, you gotta have this childlike consciousness. Like, they really wanting you to get into this childlike consciousness more. All right, where you're viewing everything from an innocent standpoint, and then you're gonna begin to see, you know, your desires take off once you start once you start releasing your attachment to the results. All right, because you so afraid to fail that you hold, so you have like the results really matter to you. And so Source is like, nah, I want you to just move in this thing like a child. Like, children, they don't care about the end result. They just create because they create, and they don't care about, you know, nobody's opinion of what it is that they create. And that's what Source is wanting you to do in this season, Aries. All right, so create like a child. All right, not to be naive though, like, y'all don't take that wrong. Don't take that wrong. I know y'all ain't that literal, like, y'all don't. I just want to make sure, because I don't want nobody to say the oracle told me to not to think like a grown-up. No, I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you that Source is wanting you to not care what anyone thinks about your passion, your views, your whatever. All right, Source, what else do you have for Aries? Let's see what they got for y'all. Okay, so, all right. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all that number was 2. So, Pandora's gift. All right. So, there's a gift that you're going to receive a gift. All right. You're going to receive a gift. The only hold up to this gift is yourself. All right, but definitely something is about to come into fruition that you have, you know, wanted to happen for a long time, or something unexpected, like you didn't even expect this to happen, right? And it's gonna, like, it's just gonna fall into place for you, this gift that they're giving you. But Source is saying, like, go against the grain. So 45 and 4. Now they want you to go against the grains, defy the odds, go against everything that has come against you. So every failure that has come against you, every comment that has come against you, it's time for you to go against the grain. Do the unthinkable. Do what you didn't believe that you could do at first. You know, it's time. It's the season for that. All right. Source is also saying that, hey, number 7 again. All right. So 7, 2, 4, 5, 4, and 7. All right. So here's what's happening right here. This legacy of light. It's like, what they're needing you to do in order for you not to repeat this failure again, repeat this cycle again. They're needing you to connect with this inner child. They're needing you to connect with your childlike self on all levels. Connecting with your childlike self when it comes to the emotional traumas and things that have, you know, burdened you all this time, and connect to your childlike self as it comes to your creativity, right? And so, because you, Aries, you're concerned about the legacy, all right? And so in order to secure the legacy, you have to address the inner issues that you are having, all right? Once you address these inner issues that you're having, you're going to come into yourself, okay? You're going to come into yourself. You're going to come into a higher level of consciousness, and you're going to evolve here. And the legacy will be secure, all right? Legacy of light. All right, the legacy will be secure because the reason why it's going to be secure, because you're going to be more self-aware, connected with your higher consciousness, and you're going to have a direct line to Source. All right, but that's it. That's how you secure the bag. That's how you secure your legacy. Because right now, Source is saying, like, you concerned about your future and how your family gonna eat after you gone and all this different stuff like that. Nah, you take care. You take care of your inner child. You'll evolve to your higher self, and then you'll really connect with Source in a way that you didn't even believe that you can connect with them. And so that's how it's gonna. And for generations to come, you're gonna eliminate cycles for generations to come once you do that. All right. Yeah, it seems like a heavy charge, huh? It seems like a heavy charge, but it's actually not as heavy of a charge as you believe it to be, you know. Source, what else you got for Aries? I just felt like I had to sneeze. What else do you have for Aries? Okay, so you blossoming. You might not feel like you growing. You're like, oh, you know, you probably thinking that you in the same spot that you was in last time, but you're not in that same spot. You different now. You ain't the same person that you used to be. And Source is like, don't be so hard on yourself. That's why these failures be beating you up. Stop being so hard on yourself. All right, you portraying to the world like you fine, but you're not really fine. And they're saying like you could be fine, like in your mind, but you being so hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up, because you are evolving. You're blossoming into whatever it is that you're supposed to blossom into. This companion, regardless to what. Aries, listen. Source is like, you need to stop trying to play tit for tat here. It don't matter what nobody do to you, right? You need to lead with compassion. It ain't time. It's not time to, you know, get somebody back. It's not time to one up nobody. This is your life. This is your life purpose here. This is your soul path here. So you got to do everything with compassion, regardless of the situation, regardless of what happened in that thing. And I know it hurts, because sometimes that's how spirit do. They don't let us do what we need to do, right? But that's how it is. That's how it is sometimes. You know, when people wrong you, sometimes you gotta still lead with love and focus on Source. Because the end goal is connecting with Source so that you don't repeat failures, all right? So you don't repeat cycles. Spirit is also saying that go ahead and take that leap of faith. They're trying to figure out what you waiting on as far as your business ventures. Like, what are you waiting on? You know, what's the hold up here? You know, on something. It's something heavy that you really wanted to do. And Source is like, what is the hold up? Like, I need you to have more faith than this. Like, I didn't create you not to have faith, okay? So go ahead and have that faith and do what it is that you need to do, Aries. What? Oh, here we go, y'all. Uh-oh. This deck right here, this deck be snitching, Aries, okay? Let's see. Spirit, what does Aries need to heal? Y'all ready for this? Let's see. Okay, so it's time to let go, Aries. 26, you're holding on to some things that is not serving you, that does not have substance anymore. So it's time to let go. All right, it's time to, whatever this is of the past. It's not of the present moment. So you gotta let it go. All right, this is something that is definitely needing healing, and you just have to begin taking those steps forward to begin to let go. Whatever this was, though, it really messed you up. All right. Self-love. 24. You got to love yourself. The more you love yourself, the more other people going to love you. Always remember that self-love. This is a synchronicity, too. 24 and 26. All right. Just working on that self-love. Mastering self-love. Okay. So that's something else that needs to be healed. Really honoring yourself, taking care of yourself. Self-love is about taking care of yourself, not rushing out and doing everything else for everybody else. It's more so about doing everything for you. All right. Source is also saying that you need to have the courage to step into your divine purpose. 30, number 30. You need to have the courage. You need to have the courage to step into your divine purpose, step into your path, take charge of your life. It's time. It is, you can't be relying on nobody else to do nothing else for you, Aries, okay? So it's y'all time. It's y'all time. Get that courage. Have that faith. All right? Let go. Work on that self-love. Source, what else you got for Aries? I don't even know how long we've been going. We just been going, ain't we? Source, what else you got for Aries on this lovely day? All right. What else we got? Ooh, yes. Number 1. Aries, what Source is saying is that you coming into a whole nother level of awareness about a lot of things. All right, you stepping into a whole nother level of awareness about a lot of things, okay? And because you're coming into this new level of awareness, it's like it's causing some struggle between your old self and your new self, right? So it's time for you to really get after this, and then really work towards that connection that you have with Source, so that you can really tap into your higher intuition. But you got a new level of awareness. And because you have this new level of awareness, this new level of awareness is going to take you as far as you need to go. Now, some of us is having some resistance around this area. So that's why this is important to take care of these, take notes of these intuitive messages so that you can understand what this new level of awareness is about. All right. So if y'all want the extended version of this reading, go ahead and follow me on Patreon. Also, if you like the content, go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll holler at y'all.